How can simple living help you? Whether you're trying to decide whether simple living is right for you, or you're trying to convince those around you why decluttering and simplifying is beneficial, watch my video for 6 areas in my life where simple living is helping me save, and hopefully these reasons will help you as well as those around you. Welcome to Minutes with Maria. I'm Maria, and if you are feeling overwhelmed and burdened and would like tips about simple living for a healthy life, then you have come to the right place. As I continue in my simple living, I'm learning that this way of life is a journey and not a destination. I can't just spend a week or two decluttering everything and think that I'm done. It's a process that needs to be maintained and refined. As we go through different life stages, our needs will change, and we should adapt how decluttering and simple living fits into our current situation. But no matter what season of life we're in, I find that living a simple life has helped me in these 6 areas. So what has simple living helped me save? Let me share. First, saving money. As I declutter the things around me, I discover how much I really don't need. Advertisers will tell you otherwise, and this is where taking inventory of what you have and why you have these things will help you stand your ground on what you really need and want to bring into your home. In general, really thinking about what has a purpose in your home and limiting your purchases accordingly, you will save money. I know that after I declutter a bunch of things, I don't want to accumulate more things to replace the stuff I just got rid of. I like the new space that I have, and so my desire to just go shopping decreases. I mean, I admit that shopping therapy is real because I used it to help me feel better, but often this results in unnecessary purchases and wasted time and money. Second, saving time. When planning my days, I have learned that simplifying my schedule saves time. Focusing on one main goal and 2 to 3 priorities each day saves me from wasting time on petty things. Saying no to unimportant things and cutting them out of my daily schedule has helped me to know what to say yes to in order to work towards my goals and what matters to me. For example, going back to shopping therapy, now that I have greatly reduced my shopping habit, I find that I have saved time spent not only on shopping, but returning those unwanted items. Next, saving my sanity. Have you ever felt overwhelmed, burdened, and anxious? I have too many times, and often this happens when I have too much to do or think I have too much to do. Decluttering possessions to have a more organized and clean space, cutting commitments, minimizing distractions, and streamlining the things in my life has helped me decrease feelings of stress and mental clutter. As I get older, I don't want to clutter my mind with unnecessary worries and burdens. I need to preserve as much of my brain cells as possible. And cutting items out of my house and activities out of my schedule doesn't mean that I want to sit around and do nothing. Instead, I can focus my energy on things that are important at this time and to reprioritize what I want to do, such as volunteering in my community or helping my aging parents. Next, I also want to save the sanity of my kids. This thought came to me as I was helping my parents downsize from their 3-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom condo that was a third the size of their house to their current 1-bedroom apartment that is half the size of their condo. My brother and I spent about a week decluttering and organizing their house, and boy, did they have a lot of stuff. My parents kept so much for just in case, from magazines that are from the 70s to burnt out light bulbs to just stuff that they couldn't remember or explain what they were. Sorting through all their things made me vow that I did not want to do this to my kids. Even downsizing from their condo to their apartment, we had to get rid of more things, and I saw that they really didn't need a lot. Now, before I go on, I do want to point out that I had my parents explain the importance of some items such as these. If the item had a story to tell or was significant to them in some way, we kept them. And as I get older, sometimes these items do trigger a story, which I find helpful to preserve their memories. But if the object has lost meaning, serves no purpose, or cannot be used anymore, then it was tossed or donated. What do you think? If this video is helping you so far, please do me a favor and hit the like button so YouTube can share this video with others. What reasons do you have for living a more simple life? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I have 2 more ways that simple living has been saving me, so let's keep going. Next, Simple living is saving my energy from meaningless and unimportant tasks to focus on activities that help me towards my goals. I easily get distracted, and working at home can be distracting because I always see stuff I need to take care of. Sometimes I feel like I need to lock myself in an empty room, put my phone in another room on Do Not Disturb, put a barrier to the kitchen, and just get things done. I don't have an empty room, but I find that reducing visual clutter around the house helps me to feel more calm. And I did simplify and reorganize one of the rooms to help me minimize distractions so I can better focus. I do put my phone on Do Not Disturb and silence it if I need to keep it with me, and that alone has been very helpful. And the sixth area where simple living is saving me is the area of health. As a health educator, I have always been health conscious. However, as I am getting older and trying to avoid certain conditions and having been diagnosed with Hashimoto's, I find that simplifying my life has helped my health in many ways. The 5 areas of health that I find much improved are physical, mental, emotional, social, and spiritual. There's a lot to be said in each of these areas, so subscribe to my channel as I share tips and strategies for each of them in future videos. Overall, in terms of health, I find that simplifying my diet because I need to eliminate certain foods has improved my Hashimoto symptoms. Also, reducing stress is so important for mental and physical health. Emotional health has more to do with being aware of your emotions and learning how to reduce negative ones and increase positive feelings. I feel like as an empty nester for about a year now, I'm still getting off the parenting roller coaster to figure out myself. Speaking of being an empty nester, socially, my husband and I are finding ways to spend more time with our family and friends and make new connections. And my spiritual health is very important. Whatever faith you have, you may want to spend time on growing and nurturing it, because I find that our beliefs set the foundation for who we are, what we do, what we value, and how we base our decisions. So being able to grow in my faith has been saving my mental, emotional, social, and probably physical health as well. So those are 6 areas where simple living is saving me, and I hope that adopting a simple lifestyle will save you too. And you can give these reasons to convince others around you to try simplifying. But remember, we can't force this on anyone. We can only plant seeds, and maybe one day it will grow. And simple living will look different for each of us depending on the stage of life you are in. But the emphasis in each area will change. Watch this video next in your simple living journey. Hit the like button and see you in the next video.